Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to Teacher Gaming page. So for today's lesson, I'll be teaching you on how to write the domain and the range of the given function. So as we can see here, we are provided with the equation and the graph. So in order for us to describe this graph, we can read it using our equation here as well. So your graph here is vertically stretched by a factor of 2 and then moves 3 units to the left and then 2 units down. So as you can see here in your graph, so again it's being stretched by a factor of 2 and then it moves 3 units to the right and then it moves 2 units down. So that is how you describe your graph by just looking at the equation or even by just looking at the graph, okay? So now what we're gonna do is find the domain. Now what is a domain? So remember that domain is the interval or intervals for which the graph exists from left to right, okay? So in your graph, it started at x equals -3, right? And it ends all the way to the right. So now we can just say like it ends at 5 because it has an arrow end. So it means it keeps on going to the right. So it never ends, right? But it starts at -3. So therefore, we are going to write it in general. So the domain would be all the values of x greater than or equal to -3. So why it has to be greater than or equal to -3? Take note your graph starts at -3. So -3 is part of your graph because that's a starting point. And since it goes all the way to the right, so meaning to say all the values to the right of -3 are greater than -3. So that is why we use the interval here. So we use greater than or equal to -3. So that's how we write the domain. And for the range, it's the interval for which the graph exists from bottom to top. So your graph starts from the bottom at y equals -2. And it goes to the top, right? So meaning our range here is greater than or equal to -2. So that is how we write the domain and the range. So hope you learned something. Bye.